Yo, what's cracking? What's up with everybody, man? I know that some people out there, y'all may be like, damn, trucking, why don't we get you live? Well, it's hard to go live, man. Understandably, I guess I'm home and I could be doing live. Maybe I will. Maybe I will jump on and I'll do a live show. Maybe. But up until then, getting videos. And if you remember, then you get them right away. There's some topics. This week I jumped on a few different ones, but I'm back on my Pittsburgh Steeler ish. Justin Fields or Sam Darnold, which one? But I'm gonna let this play first, and then kind of get into it. So let's go ahead and let's play the clip.
Cam, you mean to tell me that you think, convicted wise, that Justin Fields is a better player than Sam Darnold?
Yes. I wouldn't say Sam Donald. No, I wouldn't say that, Cam. I wouldn't say that. I would. Not after this season, Cam.
Hold on, stop.
Not after this season.
Whoa. Stop.
Go ahead.
Sam Darnold had the best receiver in the game. Has Justin Fields ever had a receiver like Justin Jefferson?
No,
listen, Cam, you could sit there and say, like, you think and maybe and whatnot, and I've been a Justin Fields guy. There is not a single human being on the planet that works in the NFL that sits there and says they believe Justin Fields is a better player than Sam Darnold.
I don't think better than Sam Darnold.
I'm talking about.
See, this is why I really cannot. Sometimes the mainstream media they irk my nerves sometimes, right? Because you see topics like this, right? And I ain't gonna lie, this is like the main reason why I started the channel. I started my channel. This is one of the reasons why, because I wanted to get my own sports takes. I love sports, football and basketball in particular. I wanted to get my own takes, but I also wanted to hold these guys accountable and be heard while I was doing it, and let other people hear me while I'm making holding these guys accountable for this ish. This blasphemy they're putting out here. I agree with Cam Newton on this, right? That's the first thing. He don't have a Justin Jefferson. Jordan Addison, you can argue that Jordan Addison and George Pickens, you can make that argument. George Pickens or Jordan Addison, which one? Which one do you take, right? You can make that argument, but then you got to add Justin Jefferson to the equation, okay? Then you got to add and TJ Hawkinson into that equation. I mean, player for player, I don't think you have that on I don't think we had that on my Pittsburgh Steelers. I just think we just don't have that. Just as simple as that, we just do not have that. And that's the crazy thing. First, then nobody for him to sit there, Dan Orlovsky to sit there and say that, nobody in the NFL would say that, right? Nobody was talking about Sam Darnold before this year, though. That's the crazy thing. He's been in the NFL for 7 years. Sam Darnold has been in the NFL for 7 years. He has not been mentioned. He came in the league. Nobody really was checking for him. That's why he's arguably the comeback player of this year. Now, did he help? Did he provide for that team? Absolutely. Sam Darnold played good for the Minnesota Vikings. He absolutely did. There's no doubt about that. There's no question about, you know what I mean? Did Sam Darnold play good for the Minnesota Vikings? He absolutely did. He walked into a great situation up there. And to be honest, let's just be honest right now with each other. Would we even know that Sam Darnold was on that roster if JJ McCarthy was there? Do you think that Sam Darnold starts if JJ McCarthy is not injured? The best thing that happened to Sam Darnold this year was JJ, and I hate to say that, was JJ McCarthy going down. If JJ McCarthy goes down, we don't hear about Sam Darnold. So they're sitting there acting like it's crazy, because Dan Orlovsky, he's a quarterback, an ex-quarterback in the NFL, but he's sitting there acting like he's been telling people for the longest that Sam Darnold was going to make a comeback. He was a good quarterback in a bad situation, blah, 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 whatever else after that. But he's acting like he said that. And he said he's done none of the sort. He's done nothing. He's done none of that at all. None whatsoever has he said, came out and said anything about that or anything like that, remotely like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where this gets me at. Justin Fields is he has a bad rep from being at Chicago. I wish that everything that he did not end up at Chicago. There is no way the Pittsburgh Steelers is going to benefit from having a quarterback like Sam Darnold playing in Pittsburgh. We are not going to benefit with another quarterback that is not mobile. That's why I've been naming mobile guys, and only mobile guys will stand up in Pittsburgh, because we do not have the offensive line that the Vikings have. And even still, with that being said, the Vikings still didn't get too far because, it's not going to work. Sam Darnold's, Russell Wilson didn't work, and he's more mobile at his age than Sam Darnold is right now. So what are we talking about? So now we want to take Justin Fields and put Justin Fields somewhere. It's crazy because we can take the 21st overall pick and put it in. And I think what was we, number 20, or was we number 20 or something like that when we picked Kenny Pickett? And just to be sure, I'm going to look it up because I don't like giving false information at all. I like to be on point with my information that I'm giving. I don't like to be wrong. You know what I mean? I don't like to be wrong on stuff like that. Like, to give out that wrong information to y'all. It's not for myself being wrong. It's mainly for you guys, you know what I mean? To make sure that I'm putting the right information out there and got it right. Yeah, exactly. He was the 20th pick. So the 20th pick in the 2022 draft, Kenny Pickett was 20th pick overall. And you mean to tell me if we could take the 20th overall pick and Kenny Pickett, he had after they got film on him and they figured him out after a little bit of bumps and bruises, he just wasn't in Pittsburgh, right? But he did start and he played and came in and played pretty good, all right? I won't say it was all bad, it just didn't have what it take. Two divas, right? So you mean to tell me we could take the 20th pick overall in the draft, spend it on Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh, spent the extra year there, by the way, right? Not as mobile, had an arm, but we can't take a Jalen Milroe from Alabama and the SEC in the 21st overall pick. You mean to tell me we can't do that? I'm just saying, I'm so caught up on Jalen Milroe because there is doubts about Justin Fields getting the job done. But there should be the doubts is, right? And it really shouldn't be none to me because I think Justin Fields can get the job done, but he has not really gotten through a NFL season. So why not go ahead and go and draft Milroe with the 21st overall pick? Go ahead and spend that. He's worth the 21st overall pick. Yeah, I'll take that if he's there. You know what I'm saying? If he's there, take that. Maybe because I honestly don't think he's going to slide. I don't know if he'll slide all the way down, but I think you can't be mad at that pick. You can't. You're picking it's the 21st overall pick. It's like late first round. You know what I mean? Late first round, early second round, this pick. Second round, the running backs is going to start coming off the board in the second round for sure. If not late first round, you know what I mean? Second round, the running backs come off. You're getting, like I said, you're getting a hell of an athlete and a quarterback. You cannot argue that, period. Like, that's just hands down. Hands down, that's already a whole grade better pick than Kenny Pickett in 2022. Can't argue that. That's my thing. Now, Justin Fields, are we going to sign Justin Fields are we going to give him the max? or are we going to give him a prove it deal? Most likely, we're going to give him a prove it deal, right? We're going to give him a prove it deal. He's real good. I know Milroy ain't really got nothing to do with this conversation, but it fits. It fits. Fields and Sam Darnold. So now I want to take a look at their stats, and I want to see what Fields and Sam Darnold is. I want to see what they done in the NFL. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what they've done, but it's just crazy that this even came about. Sam Darnold, like, let's take a look at Sam Darnold, man, because I now I gotta start looking up stats from 2022 and ish, because here we are talking about Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold been in the league for 7 years. So he really, when didn't he come in? 2021, way before then. Sam Darnold's been in since like what, 2018 regular season. Sam Darnold came in, so we'll go to the 2018 regular season, right? Ben Roethlisberger, of course, was around. Deshaun Watson was down there in the Texans. He might have came in later after that. No, so I was right. Sam Darnold with the Jets. Sam Darnold was with the Jets. He came in that year. Let's take a look. Sam Darnold came in he came in this year. He was a first round, third overall pick to the Jets, bro. To the Jets. Remember that 6'3", 225. He came in so 2018. So I was right on point. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead and let's look what he did that year. See, that's what I like looking at, what they did. So his first year, 2,865 yards. Not bad, you know what I'm saying? Not bad. 57. He had a 57% completion percentage. He had 17 touchdowns and 15 interceptions that year, dog. 15 interceptions. Had a passer rating of 52.1. And hold up. So Justin Fields came in, what was it, 2020? So he's been in the league 4 years. I think it was 2019 he came in. No, he ain't been in that long. He ain't came in 2019. I'm gonna just double check, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, Justin Fields came in. All I gotta do is just go to Justin Fields and then look up his stats from the other years he's been in, right? That's all I gotta do, right? So we look up Justin Fields in Pittsburgh. So I click on Justin Fields, and then we'll check his stats real quick. You know what I mean? We'll just check his stats. You know, we could go to with his career stats and passing. So let's go ahead and let's do that. His career stats. His first season, 2021, passing. He had about the same completion percentage. His completion percentage went up every single year, by the way. Every single year, Justin Fields has been getting better with his completion percentage. He had 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's damn near the same guy. But mind you, he played 12 games. That's what I'm saying. He played 12 his first season, 15 his second year, 13 the third year, and 10 this year. Justin Fields has never completed a full season. So that right there, it maybe goes against him when it comes to signing a contract. Like, you have yet to play a full NFL season. The closest he came to it was in 2022. But he only played 12 games that year, and he wound up getting hurt. But he still, with those 12 games played, he had 420 rushing yards, and he had I didn't even say 2 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns that year. But that was his rookie year coming in, got hurt, doing a lot of running around. But that's about the same guy. That's like the same guy for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly would say that. You know, like, I was checking for him. He said, off this year alone, he played 10 games, and roughly, he didn't even play. He say he played 10 games. He played 6 games this year. So those is in 6 games this year. Those is his 6 game stats. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put that in 6 games, dog. Like, you know what I mean? You can't say that he did that, and you know what I mean? And those games had 5 rushing touchdowns in 6 games, 5 passing touchdowns in 6 games, 1 interception, had a 65 completion. He had 66, almost a 66 completion percentage this year in 6 games. The other games he came in for a snap, so you got to count those games. But that might have been strategic because of the pick, but they might have said, F it, you know what I'm saying? We got to give up a conditional pick or whatever, or, you know what I'm saying? If we played them a couple of snaps, we got to give a higher pick. So we'll go ahead and give them that pick, you know what I'm saying? Get them off our back. We're going to bring them in for a couple of quarterback draws, and it was held against him. But I would have to say, like, what do you mean? Like, can you comparing? So the thing he has better than Sam Darnold is escapability, elusiveness. He's more athletic than him. He can use his legs if need be. He's a threat that you have to look for every single time. The defense has to line up and they have to respect Justin Fields' running ability. So that right there, I would say it was better than Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had a hell of a year, but we don't know what kind of year Justin Fields would have had he really started. So it's really just opinions, but most of this stuff is right. Most of this stuff is just people's opinions breaking down and supported by stats, right? So I mean, looking at that just alone, I'm okay with that. But then I did show y'all, and I go back and watch the video last week that I made about Milroe. I think that he's gonna come in. He has everything we need at quarterback. And worst case scenario, look, you don't gotta rush him. You know what I mean? But if you pick him in a first round, 20th pick, it says that you have to rush him. I don't think so. The Green Bay Packers took Love in the first round because they didn't think he was going to make it out of the first round. I don't think Milroe's going to make it all the way to the second round. I mean, because think about it. If you're a team like Philadelphia that's on the cusp of winning a Super Bowl this year, do you let a quarterback like Jalen Milroe go out of the first round? Say they do win a Super Bowl. I'm taking them with the first first round 32nd pick. Or you know what I mean, or wherever the Eagles land. I'm taking them. Even if I'm Washington, I'm taking them. I don't have to switch my offense up too much. I got the same prototypical quarterback in Jalen Milroe as I had the others. And he gets to sit behind somebody and learn. Why not Pittsburgh? This I'm gonna keep saying this every single week, every live, every chance I get until I feel like somebody in the world heard me say this. It only makes sense to go ahead and draft this guy because our offense does not take a step back. It only, the only step back we take is his experience in the NFL. And if all else fails, we still have his athletic ability that the defense will have to respect. Period. And he'll so there's so many teams out there that's probably just dying to get him. That's not really talking him up too much, you know what I'm saying? But there's so many. I renamed them: the Ravens, Washington. Hell, I think Andy Reid might take a swing at grabbing the kid. To be honest, I think Andy Reid might take a swing at getting him. Maybe pushing it with Andy Reid, but I think there's a slew of teams that. So many teams, there's a couple of teams out there that can take and benefit from a player like him. Don't be surprised if Pete Carroll just go ahead and just shock the world by going ahead and grab him. Although I think that Tyler Warren and Bowen to just be crazy together. I think that'd be crazy. I think that'd be crazy. Those two tight ends on the field, I think that'll give me Hernandez the early Patriots vibes when they had those. Oh boy, it's so hard for double tight ends to that double when you got two tight ends on the field that can block and they can catch, and you got two decent guys on the outside of them. Like that's so hard to defend. And we've seen that early with the Patriots and Tom Brady. That is a hard offense to defend. I'm telling you, it's just hard the personnel you got to put in for that. And then if you go light in that, then you just run. So if somebody wants to go ahead and they want to, put the down package on that 2 tight end set, then you just run the ball. I'll take the chances. I'll take the chance with my tight ends blocking one of your cornerbacks and having your extra fast guys, more slimmer guys out there against my running back and hand the ball off and run. So you got to go with your linebackers, and having a linebacker on a fast tight end is just a nightmare. So what do? You know what I mean? And I know it's off topic, but that's why that's so hard to defend those 2 tight end sets. I mean that the corner DBs are getting stronger to be able to help in those situations. But a DB, I don't think there's a DB that's over 220 pounds, 215 pounds. I think you're pushing the limit in there if you are a DB and you're that heavy. You know what I mean? Not to say that a 295-pound guy can't hit hard, but I'm just saying it's different. It's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? It's levels. But I really don't see a difference between the 2 guys, man. I really don't. Now we could take a look at Sam Darnold stats through the years. I think that Sam Darnold, he did his thing this year. I'm not lying and saying Sam Darnold didn't do his thing this year. He's the 5th quarterback. He threw for over 4,000 yards, but number 5. But when you got Justin Jefferson, you better throw for that many yards. Like how Cam Newton said, you better. You got one of the best tight ends in the league. Like, come on, bro. Dude been in the league for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years and 4 different teams. 4 different teams, 7 years. He's been around. He's very experienced. But if Minnesota ain't going to re-sign him for this year, then what else? He got a 66 completion percentage. I think that's just about what Justin Fields had. I said they probably about the same guy. He had 35 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. That's too many interceptions. They about the same guy. I think they're about the same guy. He played all 17. It's all 17 of his games. Okay, so let's go to his early season. He played 13 games. He threw 17 touchdowns, 15 interceptions in 13 games. He threw 15 interceptions. The second season, same difference. 13 interceptions, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. They like the same. Hey, yo, bro, it's the same guy, bro. He's had to get better. He's going to get better in time. And you can't even. He had played 6 games. They starting him less. Lost his job in 2022. Then he went off to San Fran, backup quarterback status, and he was going to be a backup this year. He wasn't going to play this year if JJ McCarthy didn't get hurt. They bought this. It's the same guy. You look at his completion percentages: 61%, 59%. This year was his best year with Justin Jefferson. He's got 66% with Justin Jefferson. Justin Fields is about at 66%. I mean, and he got Pickens out there. I mean, would y'all say George Pickens is a beast? I like George Pickens. Is George Pickens Justin Jefferson? Is he? All right, okay, then I'll wait. And then, you know what I'm saying? So, and he got 2 good receivers, 2 good ass receivers. He got a nice receiving core over there in Minnesota, and he's completing 66% of his passes. If we stack the offense up like that for Justin Fields in Pittsburgh, I think he's shooting around that same number. I think he's throwing for that around that same number completion percentage. I think so. Maybe even I think he might be like a 68 completion percentage. And I ain't gonna say 66 is bad. It really ain't. But I mean, you got 12 interceptions to go with that. Turn the ball over 12 times. You got a passer rating a 102.5. And you got a QBR of a 60.4. That's what I'm saying. It's like almost the same guy with a better opportunity and a way and better roster. Like, what do they be talking about, bro? Like, I don't get what they talk about on these shows sometimes, man. I don't. And so many millions of people tune in to watch that stuff and get their brain washed. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that sports is like that and football is like that. Like, no, it's not, bro. Like, he's that, like, it's the same guy, bro, with no mobility. He's going to get destroyed with that offensive line like that in Pittsburgh. Like, we need a quarterback that's a threat like that to ease up. Yes, it's going to help the running game. I do think that they'll get better. The offensive line will get better. They're young, so they will, as time goes on, they'll get better. They'll learn each other. They'll get better. I do think that. I don't think that they're going to be trash forever. But, you know what I mean? Like, horrible forever. But still, like, come on, bro. And he was sacked 48 times this year. Like, he was sacked 48 times this year. Like, that's crazy. Like, I think it would have been way more than that in Pittsburgh. I think so. Like, and I'm not dissing on my team. Like, the Minnesota, they won 14 games this year. They were all right, bro. Minnesota was not bad at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, Minnesota was all right, bro. They was not bad at all, bro. And he got sacked 48 times behind that. Like, come on, man. Like, there's no way. Like, there's no way that would have happened in Pittsburgh. And I love my team, man. But there's like, when does this stop? Like, it ain't gonna never stop it, and that's why I'm gonna always have something to talk about. But I think it's just crazy that they would even go ahead and say something like that. Like, wow, like, like, you know what I mean? Sam Darnold and Justin Fields, two different people, man. Like, I mean, almost the same guy statistically, but what is he going to provide to the offense? To this Pittsburgh Steelers offense? You think he's gonna take us to a Super Bowl? Because that's what we after at this point. We tired of making the playoffs and losing. We can make the playoffs with average QBs. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we ain't looking for no QB that's just going to get us to the playoffs. We looking for our future QB, a QB who's going to be there. Not a guy who's been in the league for 7 years already and just getting it together. No offense, because we don't even know he's at the right place. If I'm Sam Darnold, I want to stay in Minnesota. I want to back up JJ. Maybe I got a chance of taking a job from him. But y'all can't. People is crazy because it's what have you done for me lately? And what he just did, putting up a 4,000-yard season, 66 completion percentage, which is good. The interception is a little high, but I think some of the best do that and throw with 35 touchdowns. But like, dog, like, does he do that if he plays for Cincinnati with that bad line? Does he do that? You know what I mean? Like, where does this go? Like, does this go translate everywhere? Can you put him on the Jets with Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson and get that same thing out of there? Can he go back to New York and revamp his career? Can he switch? You know what I mean? Can he do that? I don't know. Aaron Rodgers had a tough time out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know if Sam Darnold could do that or not, but we'll see though. Like, I guess you'll have to wait and see what's going on. I mean, because he rushed, he had one rushing touchdown this year, but he had 202 rushing yards. You know what I'm saying? He had 3 fumbles and 2 lost fumbles. Like, I can't take that from my QB, bro. Like, he's just not a runner. He's just not the fastest guy out there. And I don't want to take that. And that's in 17 games. You know what I'm saying? He's not running a lot. I mean, and that's good. He's not really supposed to, but like, I want like, nah. I'm cool off Sam Darnold, bro. I don't want I didn't want to have to, you know what I'm saying, put him down or put no player down that's in the NFL because he's a hell of a quarterback to get to the NFL, regardless of how good his career is or not there. But I'm not, no, man, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool, man. I'm all right off that. But I want y'all to tear me up in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think, man, because like I just, I'm going off Mill Road, and y'all know I'm gonna be upset if we don't take him. Y'all do know that, right? I'm sure y'all know that by now. Like, I'm gonna be highly upset if we don't take Jalen Milroe. But Justin Fields or Sam Darnold in Pittsburgh, who's better, who's not? Like, what would y'all do? If you're the GM, light me up in the comments, man. If you're the GM of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who do you put at quarterback? What do you do? Let me know, man. Peace.